Enroll your child for the manifested e-learning platform and see their grades grow tremendously. These videos can be downloaded to a laptop for offline viewing or viewed from a smartphone in a cost-friendly format.
Hello learners, and welcome to Manifested e-learning platform. I thank the Almighty for the opportunity to stand before you so that we can discuss matters relating to business studies. In our last lesson, we completed the subtopic, the internal business environment. Today we want to discuss the external business environment under the topic business and its environment. Now, learners, external business environment consists of all the factors which affect the operations of a business from the outside. These are factors or conditions which the business may not have control over. So they are factors or conditions which affect the operations of the business. So that's what we want to discuss in our today's lesson. We are going to discuss all the factors that influence the decisions that the management may make in relation to the operations of a business. So the subject is business studies. Business studies. The subtopic, the topic is known as business and its environment. We are discussing the external environment. External environment. So it's my hope that you are ready to learn and that you did the assignment that I gave you in the last lesson. So, learners, I want to repeat what I have said, that external business environment consists of all factors. I want you to write that the external environment consists of all factors that affect the operations of a business from the outside. Now, what are these factors? What are these conditions that the management or the business may not have control over? We want to discuss the external. I will use a diagram. This is external business environment. External business environment. External business environment. The first factor is competition. The first one is competition. Competitors. Now, competitors are other businesses that provide similar goods, okay, or services. So competitors are other businesses that provide similar goods or services to the same customers as a given business. So if we are a business that manufactures pens and we sell pens to a certain market, then our competitors will be those who also manufacture pens and sell to the same customers that we sell to. For example, I've given pens, we have different manufacturers of, say, cooking fat. If you go to the supermarket, under the section of cooking fat, you'll have very many different types that have been manufactured or processed by different companies. When you go to the section of soap in a supermarket, you also see there's a wide range of different manufacturers. And if you move on to the shop that sells mobile phones, you will also see many phones, different category types, brands of phones that are selling, that are being sold to same customers. So such businesses, we can say, are in competition. So a business needs to get information on its competitors' operations. All right? Such information may include the goods that the competitors offer, the goods or services that they plan to offer in future. Okay? Number 3, their internal operations. So a business may need to know the internal operations of a competitor so that the business can establish their strengths and their weaknesses. Number 4, the business may need to understand the methods of distributing of goods and services of the competitors. Number 5, the amount of money spent on marketing or popularization of their products. The business may also need to know the prices they charge for their goods and services so that they can take advantage of prices, okay? We call them price advantages. So if you know the price of the competitor, then you can maybe decide to set your prices lower than that of the competitor. So this information is very important. All right? The other information will include the sources and the cost of their raw materials and so on. So learners, with all this information regarding competitors, a business can be able to determine the advantages and the disadvantages that it has over the competitors. All right? For example, a business may have an advantage over its competitors if it has adequate finances or capital, or it has a good image or good relationship with suppliers. On the other hand, a business may be at a disadvantage relative to the competitors if it has deficiency in resources or deficiency in skill of workers and a bad image. All right? And a bad image. So when a business acquires information about the competitors, it should use it to determine its what we call competitive position. All right? It should then utilize the information to improve its operations in order to beat competition. Remember again, all this is being done because what we said at the beginning, that other than achieving profit, a business should also achieve to grow and also to survive. We said survive means stability. A business should be able to be stable. That means being able to continue in operations for a long period of time. So learners, a business can have or cannot have, we are talking about competition. A business cannot have complete control over competitors, but it can have some small level of control if it has gathered the relevant information. So competition is an external environmental factor. Okay? External environmental factor. Then the second factor is customers. Customers are people who buy goods or services provided by a business. People who buy goods or services provided by business and owners, customers, and learners. Today's customers are very knowledgeable and demanding. Customers want goods of high quality. They want goods of high quality, but at the same time, they want the goods to be sold at a cheaper price. Okay? They also want these goods to be provided very fast. They want also to be treated in a friendly manner. Those are high demands. Number one, high quality goods. Number two, affordable. Top quality but affordable. Number three, fast delivery of goods and services. Number four, friendly services. When you are serving them, you have to be friendly. You have to smile. You have to greet them. You have to be caring. And if you don't do that, they shift to competitors. So the customers are also very knowledgeable about products. They know what they want. So the goods should be, other than just providing the goods, they want the goods to be packaged nicely, beautifully, in a customer-friendly manner that encourages the customers to buy. So in order for a business to succeed, it must always put customers' needs and wants first, especially in a competitive environment. All right? So a business must provide must provide speedy services to their customers, or risk losing out their customers to the competitors. So other than just being nice and prices and also checking customer care, a business should gather all the necessary information regarding its customers in order to determine their needs, in order to determine their tastes, in order to determine their preferences. Then the business should also try, after gathering this information, the business should try to fulfill or satisfy these needs in a better way than the competitors. In a better ways than the competitors. So a business should consider factors like the age of the customers, the gender, geographical location, the buying patterns of customers should also be analyzed in order to adopt the appropriate selling methods. Okay? So a business should again listen very closely to customers, determine their needs and wants, and then adjust its policies and practices to meeting the needs. There are businesses now which are tailoring their products, okay, to suit different customers. You don't just sell goods, same goods to all customers. There are times when you need to tailor because customers are different. There are customers who require goods to be packaged differently. Others need goods to be to have different quality. So you have to tailor. Sometimes businesses have to tailor products to meet each and every customer's needs. And by doing this, a business can influence customers to buy its goods and services, thereby creating customer loyalty and improving what we call customer base. Okay? Improving customer base. So customers, these are external factor. Then we have suppliers. We have suppliers. Who are suppliers? Suppliers are people or businesses that provide goods or services that enable a business to carry on its operations. So customers are people who buy goods, but suppliers, these are people or businesses that the business buys from. So that means this group of people or businesses are critical to the success of a business. So businesses rely on their supplies for services, for raw materials, for equipment, and so on. Okay? And the cost of the raw materials used as input will determine the price of the goods that will be produced. Okay? So it's important to check where you are getting your raw materials, because other than just the price, it's important to check the quality of the raw materials. Because if you have bad quality when you are manufacturing, then the final product will also be bad. So it's important to check the quality of the raw materials that are obtained. So that is price. But also there's something to do with relations. Good relations with suppliers may encourage them to offer favorable terms to the business. Good relations. When you are doing business, make sure you are in good relations with suppliers. And how do you maintain good relations with suppliers? You need to pay them on time. If you have agreed that you are to pay goods after 2 weeks, then make sure the goods are paid. All right? You are not supposed to be stubborn. You should not make suppliers chasing you all the time for payment. So when you maintain good relations with suppliers, then they'll be encouraged to offer better terms. For example, they may give you discounts, they may extend the credit period, or facilitating speedy delivery of goods to ensure that, and ensuring that goods are of high quality. Okay? So this may result in reduced cost of operation. If the suppliers are giving you discounts, then that means you will buy goods at a lower cost. Okay? So it's very important to safeguard the good relations of the suppliers by paying them their dues as agreed and treating them with respect. You are not supposed to respect suppliers because you are paying them. No, there are people who have that weakness. They say, I'm paying you, why should I respect you? That is not good business practice. Because when you mistreat suppliers, they are most likely not to be very keen when supplying you with products, because they are human beings. Okay, they are just human beings. So that is suppliers. Then number 4, political factors. Political factors. Under political factors, we are going to discuss 3 things. Number 1, government policies. Number 2, political situation. Number 3, government regulation. Government regulation. 3 things. This is political factors. Now, policies. Said we discuss policies. Now, the people's willingness to start businesses is dependent on the government policies. Remember, we defined policies are just overall guidelines on how certain matters are handled in the economy. So if the policies reflect goodwill, okay, then people will be encouraged to start businesses. But if the government shows lack of goodwill, people will refrain from starting businesses or even shut down the existing businesses. For example, if the tax regime in a country is dependent on policies of the existing government, okay, the tax regime in a country, for example, learners, the tax regime in a country is dependent on the policies of the government. And countries with high taxes tend to drive business people away, whereas those with the low taxes and less restrictive regulations tend to attract them. So if in a country the taxes are high, then people will shy away from investing in such a country. But if they are low, then investors will be motivated to invest. So that is what we are referring to as the policies. Okay. Another thing is a political situation. I mentioned policies. There is a political environment or situation. Under political factors, we can look at the policies, then also the political situation. The political situation in a country is also important to a business, as it influences the economy in general. For example, political stability. Okay, we may talk of political instability or political instability. Okay, so political stability and the aims of the government determine how businesses are run. In countries that are politically unstable, it is very difficult to operate a business. Investors tend to avoid such countries. Okay, but if the political environment is stable, political environment is stable where there is peace, there is absence of war, people are not fighting, there is stability, there are no strikes, okay? There are no political tensions. That is a country that is at peace. That's a country that is stable. That is a country where people would want to invest. So that is political situation. Then there is government regulations. Government regulation. Government regulations. Government regulations. Learners, countries with the restrictive government regulations tend to discourage the setting up of businesses. For example, if the process of starting a business is too long or requires a lot of licenses, people tend to shy away from starting businesses in such countries. So those are government regulations in relation to starting a business. Then related to political factors is legal factors. It can be discussed under political, but let's have it separately. These are legal factors. Legal factors. Legal factors. These are just laws. The laws in a country also affect businesses. Businesses are expected to comply with certain laws of the country, which clearly specify what is expected of a business. So a business will have to organize its operations within the provisions of the various laws which regulate it. For example, hotels. There are certain laws that regulate how hotels are supposed to be operated. All right? There are laws that affect businesses like environmental laws. If you are to run a hotel, then you have to comply with health and safety laws, which are in place to protect employees, to protect the public from unsafe workplace practices. There are certain laws that are also meant to protect consumers from exploitation in form of low quality goods and services, and also to protect consumers from misleading information on goods or services and their prices. I've mentioned environmental laws, which are in place. They are put in place by the government through parliament to prevent businesses and individuals from undertaking actions which are which put the environment to risk. Okay, these are legal factors, and these laws under this category. In most cases, these are laws that are made by parliament. Okay, the acts of parliament which regulate different forms of businesses. We have the Companies Act, the Partnership Act, and so on. Legal factors. These are legal factors. You looked at political factors. We have suppliers, customers, competition. So learners, I think that is enough for today. We have discussed 5 external factors, external environmental factors. These are the conditions that may affect the business. These are conditions that the business may not have control over. In our next lesson, we will discuss other external environmental factors. Today we've learned about competition, customers, suppliers, political factors, and legal factors. But before we break, I will give you an assignment. Assignment. Just 2 questions. 2 questions. 1, explain learners, this is your assignment. Question 1, explain 3 ways in which competition may affect a business. Question 2, discuss how political factors may influence the operations of a business. Thank you for joining our today's lesson, and may God bless you. Bye-bye.
CPA students can now access top-notch lecturers anytime from anywhere. Download CPA video lectures from www.manifestedpublishers.com.
Manifested Publishers Limited is a research and teaching center that specializes in the production of learning materials and private online tuition for primary, secondary, tertiary, and university education. Sign up as a new customer at www.manifestedpublishers.com. Fill in the required credentials, full name, email, phone number, and password. Click on Sign Up. Enter the code received on your phone or email address for verification of your account, then proceed by clicking on Confirm button. Your account is ready for use and you can watch some free videos before you purchase. To get access to complete videos, use the following steps to buy. Click on View All Courses. Select the course you want to subscribe to. Click on the subject you want. Click on Buy this subject. The selected subject will be added to cart. Place or hover the cursor on cart or total amount and click on Checkout Now to proceed. Click on Lipa na M-Pesa and proceed to pay. To access your lessons, place the cursor on your name, then click on Subscriptions. To download videos for offline studying, click on Watch Offline. Download the Manifested e-learning desktop application depending on your computer operating system. Install the application on your computer. Sign in on your downloaded app using the credential used during registration. Place your cursor on your name, then click on Subscriptions. Click on the subject you purchased. On the top right window, click on Download for offline viewing. Click on Go to course. In your new window, click on the first topic, Lesson 1. Downloading process begins automatically. Thank you for choosing to study with us. For more information, you can call us on 0724 173845.
Yeah, this is my life, my strife, my